It's Week 10 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll see the veteran Jonnu Smith. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Bears and the Patriots under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this one to Patrick. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Room to maneuver at the 35. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Deebo Samuel in the backfield with his first carry. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Pats will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. Now a loose football, the ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And, you know, they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Lawrence. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Into the hands of Patrick, left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They go play action now. Lawrence looking downfield for Godwin. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all. That's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
There again is Cooks, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now Mahomes. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Josh Hines-Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. He'll look to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 1. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Yeah, the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. This 2nd and 4. From midfield now, Lawrence finding his big receiver Patrick over the middle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's a give to Samuel. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle is going to leave him about a yard or so short. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and run for it, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bears will get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this 1st half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Patriots to take over. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10. In motion goes Patrick. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. In motion goes Patrick. Lawrence will throw. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Lawrence. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A couple of big plays in succession there for the Pats. They're on the move. On 1st and 10, it's Samuel. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Another carry for the wide receiver, Samuel. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Out of the gun, it's going to be Samuel with a run. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Now Lawrence. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now Lawrence to throw. Steps away. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Trevor Lawrence taking it in from a yard out. And the Patriots go up by 2 touchdowns.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive, because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by Trevor Lawrence taking it in himself. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. But now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He gets it to Cooks. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And a short gain down to about the 33.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears' 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. The Bears at 5 and 3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football. 5 and 3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
The Patriots offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Lawrence able to find Gray here and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. In motion, the tight end. Lawrence. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was the visiting Bills who were able to come away with the victory on the road. Derek Carr leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Daniel Jones, strong as usual in the victory as his guys run their record now to 7-3. Lastly, on Monday Night Football on 11/11, Dolphins and Rams from SoFi in L.A. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Mahomes now to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run with Patterson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Short throw to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On play action, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 33. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very solid gain of 27.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Cooks will come in motion right. They'll run with Dobbins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Patriots 10-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Danielle Hunter with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Patriots offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. A run for Debo here to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They go play action with Lawrence. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Lawrence. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee you, he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Short throw to Smith. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the first down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Dobbins trying the left side. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Reek Woolen in on the stop. Now 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 11-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. That is caught, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeMarcus Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have got it back to within a score.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. They'll begin by running here with Samuel. And a short pickup to about the 25.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 3rd down and 1. They'll give it to Samuel. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. In motion right is Brown. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. It's complete to Brown, right side. From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. Man open is Robinson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They go play fake. Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Now it's Mahomes again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he didn't quite have the back spin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now Lawrence. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Still first down.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Mahomes going to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And now out come the Patriots. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A handoff for Samuel. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for New England. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Bears offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2 yards to go, second down.
At the 34-yard line.
Now Mahomes. Across the middle, he finds Robinson. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10 at the 40.
Now here's Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And again, it's Mahomes. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. New England's offense set to go. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest to this 4th quarter. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Now Samuel. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Lawrence now off the bootleg. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Here's Lawrence. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Open man downfield. That's Smith-Schuster. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Juju Smith-Schuster. 43 yards. yards. And the Patriots have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down 24-17. 90 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Being chased out left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Well, you need your best play here, no doubt. 4th down and 8. Able to find Patterson. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Mahomes. And this one complete to Smith.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
Goes right back to Smith again. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Mahomes. That is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. Mahomes to throw it as he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And he will have the Bears 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. It all came down to one final jump ball on the Hail Mary, but part of the defense was ready, able to force it to be incomplete. Ball game over.
Look, let's face it, everybody wants to work the ball in closer and take a more high percentage pass to try and tie the game. But the Hail Mary, that's what they had to work with. And now they're just hoping that their jumpers can get up higher and are stronger than the defenders. Not the case in this instance. They end up losing the game.
So for the Patriots, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.